Who are we eyeing up to start at the quarterback position?
Thank you, Jen. And I'm going to start Kirk Cousins this week. You know, he's been up and down over the last 6 weeks or so, somewhat unreliable, but it's a really good matchup this week against the Detroit Lions. And Cousins has had a lot of success against Detroit, scoring 20-plus fantasy points in 3 of his last 4 games against them. So, Captain Kirk, beam me up some fantasy points. And then I also like Carson Wentz. Now, I'm not telling you that he is a very solid starter in a traditional one-quarterback league, but if you've got a quarterback on a bye or if you're playing a multi-quarterback league, I do like the matchup against the Houston Texans. Their defense has allowed 5 different quarterbacks to score 19-plus fantasy points against them this season. And earlier in the year, Wentz had 2 touchdown passes against the Texans. I also like Jalen Hurts against the Jets, who has struggled lately, and Matthew Stafford to put up a big stat line against the Jaguars.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And historically, it feels like the Colts have always dominated the Texans, so I like that pick. You're also starting Derek Carr, who we saw have success last week versus our Dallas Cowboys.
Let's not talk about that.
We're just going to leave. We're just going to pass that one by. Who are we leaving on the bench this weekend?
Yeah, I don't like Tua Tagovailoa this week. You know, his stats have left a little bit to be desired, right? He's failed to score more than 17.5 fantasy points in 4 straight games, and he's got the Giants this week. Their defense is playing very well. They've given up the 5th fewest points per game to quarterbacks over the last 4 weeks, so this is a very bad matchup for Tua. Keep him on the sidelines. And then Matt Ryan, I think we should don him like the sit-em quarterback of 2021 because he's almost always on this list. He has scored 12.9 fantasy points combined in his last 3 games, and now he's got the Buccaneers. They held him to just 16.3 points in a meeting earlier this season. Matt Ryan needs to be on the bench in all traditional one-quarterback leagues. I'm also benching Ben Roethlisberger, and if you have a better option, Russell Wilson, who has not played well over the last 3 games.